Eu queria começar trazendo a conversa para o seu livro, mais recente, que, aliás, é maravilhoso. Adorei o livro. Você fala no livro sobre a quebra do contrato social. Queria que você explicasse para quem ainda não leu o livro, e eu recomendo muito que leia, do que você está falando e em que bases esse contrato social deveria ser repactuado, na sua opinião.
So the social contract is the set of norms, rules, laws, and policies that govern what we owe each other in society. And in the book, I argue that our current social contract is broken because of the changing role of women and the impact of technology. All the sort of normal parameters around what our educational system should provide, what work should look like for people, how we raise our children, what we do with the elderly. All of those things need to change to a modern world which is very different than the one which our original social contract was built on.
E em que bases você propõe essa repactuação? Quais seriam os eixos principais para isso?
Well, so just to give a few examples, we currently live in a world in which more women go to university than men, and yet we still expect women to care for the young and the old for free. And just as we need a healthcare system and an education system, we need a much better system of care so that all of those educated women can be productive and employed and contributing to the tax base and using all of their talents in society. Similarly, our educational systems need to change. The shape of them needs to change. Rather than thinking of education being something that you do from age 6 to your early 20s, educational systems need to focus much more on the early years when inequality is greatest and the opportunity to even out opportunities is very high. And it also needs to provide opportunities for lifelong learning in a world in which most of us will work for much longer and will have to have many careers over a life. And so in the book, I argue that the shape of the educational system needs to change. And then finally, I'd say, I talk a lot about how work is changing. Work has become much more flexible. The informal sector has always been very flexible, but even the formal sector has become more flexible as people change jobs more. Freelancing is much more common and work that is more precarious. And yet our system of benefits hasn't adapted to that. And so we need to think about the benefits for workers, benefits like pensions, like training, like sick leave, to be more portable and to be able to move with workers across many jobs, including when they work for multiple employers at the same time.
Certo, a gente vai esmiuçando os detalhes de cada um desses tópicos que compõem cada um dos capítulos do livro ao longo da entrevista.